Hello and welcome back to the Pinnacle Esports channel. Today we are back with another Pinnacle Pointers, the show where we talk about HLTV Fantasy League, players that you should pick, players you should avoid, and we have our expert Danny back with us again this week to show you some of his picks and his avoids. So we're going to kick it off quite nicely with talking about who we're going to pick this week. So this comes from myself and some others around the scene. We take their insight and we basically combine them all together to have a look at who everyone is picking. And this week I have looked at this and I was gonna pick Electronic for this. He's priced at 203,000, quite cheap, and a good consistent player for Na'Vi. But Danny has picked a Na'Vi player, so I want to kind of try and go for something a bit different here. So this time around I'm going to go for Hedrick. Hedrick is 202,000. He's an AWPer. He consistently is performing well recently on NIP. And he's even been performing well when NIP haven't been playing well or losing games. So if you are looking at this NIP team to play a fair few games here, they have some okay matches. They got some difficult matches into the Legend stage. But if you're looking at someone who can play well in those difficult matches, Hedrick is someone that has been doing that. And one of the only few players on NIP that seems to be doing that. So I think Hedrick's a good choice. You put the AWP Pro on him, you know he's going to gain points from picking up the AWP. So yeah, in my mind, a 202,000 AWPer who is going to consistently perform across the stage is a no-brainer. Your only concern here is how well are NIP going to do though across the stage. Will they bottom out? That first matchup against Fnatic is tough. And if you're not confident in that, then I would definitely throw your hat over towards Danny and go with a Na'Vi player. Electronic works, but also Danny has some other picks for that. So my player to avoid might be a little bit controversial here for some people. I know FaZe has a massive fan base, and this player in particular, Twists, is someone that people love. Unfortunately, at the minute, I do not love the way he's playing. I don't think he's playing very well. He, at the Challenger stage, was the second lowest rated player, Karrigan being the lowest for FaZe. But I just think recently Twists hasn't been playing very well. He's still priced highly. He's priced at 214,000. Now, Simple is 222,000. So if you want to spend that sort of money on a player, do not go for Twists. Pick up the likes of Simple. He's not that much more expensive when you're already spending so much on one player. So yeah, I just don't think Twist is playing particularly well. His numbers aren't high, and FaZe have struggled in this system before in this format. So FaZe might not have a great time pushing in. They have some difficult games. Their seeding has led them to play in some very tough matches across this. Not only just their opening matchup, but who they would go on to face. So yeah, I would personally avoid Twists here. He's priced too highly. He's not been playing particularly great. And if you wanted a FaZe player, Rain is cheap, and Rain had a great challenger stage. But if you're looking for your optimal person of who you're going to take on FaZe, if you're going to spend all that money, Rops is the one to go for right now. Don't go for Twists.
What is up, guys, and thanks for having me here on Pinnacle again. It was a pleasure being here the last time, and of course today I will talk to you about my player to pick and my player to avoid here. But first I just want to talk to you briefly about the Challenger stage and how it went for me. I went with JKS just as I said in the last episode. He was that stable pillar for G2, brought in a lot of points, and G2 went 3-0, so that was great. And I also, of course, avoided a player from Fluxo because they went 0-3 just as expected. So yeah, with that said, going into the Legend stage here, first off, talking about my player to pick, it will be Perfecto for me, and that is because Na'Vi, I think Na'Vi are coming in really prepared. I know they've been boot camping, and this is Simple's last major, and the price tag of Perfecto just was really cheap, and he goes really well with the support role or with the lead role for that matter if you have the support role occupied by someone else. So it will be the Perfecto pick for me. But also looking at, Electronic and Simple have been playing really good lately, so they're also good picks. It was easier though to choose my player to avoid. It will be Thomas from Into the Breach, and that is because Into the Breach qualified for the Legend stage through some easy opponents, and I think they will have a much harder time here. And I had to go with one player from Into the Breach, and it's Thomas, because I don't feel that there is any role that fits him really well. Because at least Crucial you can put the AWP role on, or on Cypher you can put Entry. So it will be Thomas for me there. So yeah, that's it, guys. And yeah, thank you for having me. Bye.
So there you go. Danny has picked a player from Na'Vi. He's picked Perfecto as his player to buy. It's definitely something that I can agree with. I think Na'Vi are going to have a great stage here. They've got great seeding, very good chance to go 3-0, and they've got some cheap players, so why not go for them? I think it's a fantastic idea. But yeah, this has been our Pinnacle Pointers for the Legend stage of the Paris Major. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.